still very amazed that this happened to us. It feels quite surreal some days. I mean, obviously, given the campaign a huge boost, and stronger the momentum than we had before. The main criticism to us about the treaty is that, well, the nuclear arms states aren't a part of it. Well, tell that to the nuclear arms states. That's not our fault. That's not the treaty's fault. That's their fault. So if you are concerned about the nuclear arms states not being part of it, you should focus on them and telling them and urge them.
The International Campaign to Abolish Nuclear Weapons, or ICAN, received this year's Peace Prize. The Nobel Committee cited the spread of nuclear weapons and the growing risk of an atomic war for awarding their efforts.
Thank you so much. Japan is the only country to directly know the humanitarian, economic, and social costs of nuclear war. You and your stories have been fundamental to ICAN and our campaign, and you share a part of the prize with us. Choose the end of nuclear weapons over the end of us. It is clear that nuclear deterrence is a myth. It does not work. It did not deter North Korea from developing their own nuclear weapons. With North Korea threatening to use nuclear missiles just across the sea from here, it should hurry us to outlaw these weapons. I've experienced that there is a large gap between the values represented in Nagasaki and Hiroshima and the policy coming out of Tokyo. We need action and leadership from Japan, and the world needs you, the citizens of this city and this country, to demand it. And no other country is as well placed to be a moral authority on this issue, as Japan is the only country to directly know the cost of nuclear war. And while I am disappointed that I did not have the opportunity to say this directly to the Prime Minister Abe, I was pleased to get to tell the representative of his government right now that Japan is risking to become an outlier in the world community, as the government has not joined the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. And we need action and leadership from Japan, and the world needs you, the citizens of this city and this country, to demand it. And Japan can be the moral authority on nuclear disarmament, and that can begin with Prime Minister Abe joining the Treaty to Prohibit Nuclear Weapons.
Japan to apologize in 1993 for forcing Asian women into wartime prostitution has been confirmed by the country as valid by a parliament-appointed panel. The content of the study was valid, said lawyer Keiichi Tadaki, who headed the 5-member panel that reviewed about 250 sets of documents used for the government study that was the basis of the 1993 Kono Statement. Abe government spokesman Yoshihide Suga later said that evaluation of the historical evidence would be left up to historians and scholars.
Has arrived in Seoul for a 3-day visit. This is amid frayed ties between Seoul and Tokyo. Murayama is known for his 1995 apology while he was Prime Minister regarding Japan's war of aggression here in Asia. At a dinner with senior members of the South Korean opposition Justice Party, Mr. Murayama said that previous Prime Ministers of Japan had acknowledged that the Murayama statement, and no one can deny that statement. The former Japanese Prime Minister, who came at the invitation of the Justice Party, visited the parliamentary headquarters where an exhibition of artworks by former South Korean comfort women are being held. At that exhibition, he also met with 3 South Korean women who were forced into sexual servitude during World War II. Mr. Murayama is scheduled to give a lecture at the parliamentary headquarters later today.
Korean lawmakers welcomed former Japanese Prime Minister Tomichi Murayama to the National Assembly on Wednesday, a man they believe presents a way forward in Korea-Japan relations. Murayama took office in 1994 as the first socialist prime minister in nearly 50 years. On August 15, 1995, marking the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, Murayama publicly acknowledged that Japan caused tremendous suffering to the people of many countries, especially in Asia, during times of war. He expressed deep remorse for the victims of his country's past actions. Speaking to Korean lawmakers Wednesday, Murayama said the spirit of the landmark statement led to the Korea-Japan Joint Declaration of 1998, which called on the two countries to forge friendly and cooperative relations entering the 21st century. Saying that this framework triggered friendly bilateral exchanges of people and culture, Murayama urged the current Abe administration to respect the spirit of the Murayama statement. Murayama also acknowledged that Japan's use of women as military sex slaves during war times damaged the dignity of women.
従軍慰安婦問題。今、大活躍の弁護士、福島瑞穂さんにお越しいただきました。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。人数的には16人だけでしたので、不十分ではあるんですけれども、その聞き取りを行いました。それの私はオブザーバーとして、参加をいたしました。新聞でもありますよね。はい。
どうもありがとうございました。